Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the 76ers versus Pelicans NBA matchup on Friday, March the 8th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we're doing at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for one-on-one style service. We have those products. They're just not available on the website. So if you make big bets like I do, go ahead and text the number you see on the screen. But let's get to this one. We've got the Sixers taking on the Pelicans. NBA action on a Friday night. Of course, the Sixers maybe counting down the days, hoping that Joel Embiid can make it back to the court at some point because, boy, since he's left, they have not been the same team. They are 35-27 still on the season. So in the East, that's comfortably in the playoffs. Meanwhile, the Pelicans, 37-25 on the season. In the West, well, not always as comfortable as it is in the East, but that's just the nature of the beast, right? Thing is, the Pelicans 7-3 straight up in their last 10. The Sixers come in 4-6 in their last 10. The thing that we've seen from the Pelicans all season long is they beat up on the lesser teams. I mean, that is pretty much what they do. They take care of business in those winnable games. These teams did play all the way back in November, so at pretty much a month into the season, 124-114, it was the Pelicans getting the win in New Orleans. Meanwhile, though, when we look at, what the Pelicans, what have you done for me lately, they've won 3 of their last 4 games, beating the Raptors, the Knicks, and the Pacers. So once again, playing a team that was injured, and then, the Pacers who played no defense, they had lost to the Pacers, and then, when they played on the back-to-back, and then hosted the Pacers, won that game, and then, well, they beat the Toronto Raptors in Toronto, 139-98. It's kind of like, who cares, right? It's the Raptors they don't care, so why should anybody else? Meanwhile, when we look at the Sixers, they've now lost their last 2 games against the Nets and the Grizzlies, so certainly not against the better teams. It looked like they were starting to maybe put things back together when they beat the Hornets and then won in Dallas, 120-118 as a 7.5-point dog. But really, when we look at the Sixers, they haven't even covered the spread in 5 of their last 6 games, and in 6 of their last 8. Since the All-Star break, they have not covered the spread. It's tough to I think the odds makers are struggling here in the betting public because it's tough to fully discount the Sixers because they have a roster full of really good players. They're not just a one-man show in Embiid, or at least we're trying to say that they're not. But really, without him in there, they aren't winning games. They aren't covering spreads. So maybe they really are a one-man show. When we look at the Pelicans' offense, certainly lighting it up from beyond the arc. We know Ingram, this guy just smooth, right? 38.2% from beyond the arc for the Pelicans and 48.8% from the floor. Meanwhile, the Sixers defense, pretty solid at guarding the perimeter, but, just in general, not overly great. But the Pelicans struggle from the free throw line, but they kind of make it up on the boards. Meanwhile, for the Sixers, a lot of things that, Embiid took care of, they're not doing very well right now, especially in that rebounding department where they have been struggling. The Sixers offense has been struggling as well. They are hitting their free throws, though, at 83.2%. For me, I just think that the issue here is that until the Sixers really give us reason to have faith in them, that they can play without Embiid, I think I've given up on them. I'm going to take the Pelicans in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.